Hey guys, it's Kareen Mills. What's going on? I am part of this amazing challenge called 365 hashtag 365 driven. In the whole month of October, we're going to share a video or a Facebook Live. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Facebook Live, but Facebook Live is my jam, so I figured I'm just gonna knock it out of the park and do on Mondays I do Motherhustlin Monday. And because of this amazing challenge that Tony Watley started, I have come up with a Motherhustlin Minute. So today I had a really nice day today. It filled up my soul amazingly. In the morning, I was interviewing Annabel Fisher. Shout out to Annabel. I literally have never seen anybody so alive, and yet they're dying and they have 1 week per se that is, pretty much medically is given to them. Annabel is, she's not a mother biologically, but I feel like she has mothered all of us at Spark at the event that I spoke in, because we learned so much from her. And I wanted to engrave her message into my podcast. And so I've only met Annabel through the virtual, and I was in the crowd learning from her message. And then obviously we were tagged on Facebook after the event, and I wanted to have her on my podcast, and I felt so selfish to even ask her for her time, because she has such a limited time in this planet. But I have never spoken to anybody so alive than a person that's not going through what she's going through. So shout out to Annabelle. I love everything that you're doing. I love your message. Make your one life count. Grab life with both hands. Those are her hashtag, guys. So if you want to follow her journey, that is the hashtag that you can find her. You can find us that's honoring her and her message. And I love her so much. It was such an amazing interview with her, and she's going to be on episode 27. I just published episode 21 this weekend on Sunday, and a shout out to my good friend Miss Erica Laws, local celebrity, who's just killed it on that episode. And then on Sunday I'm going to have another episode, so I publish these episodes every Sunday. It's sort of like my church, like I just feel so super good when I do this, because it's part of the thing that I do to serve others. And episode 22 is going to be with somebody amazing. I can't wait to share that with you this coming Sunday. That is October 7th. And Annabelle's episode is going to be published on November 11th. But speaking to Annabelle today, she was so alive. And even though she may have technically, if you want to be technical about it, until 7 days from now to live, Annabelle, I think, is going to live long after that, because she's so happy. She's so at peace. She's so alive, guys. And so I can't wait for all of you to hear her episode. I was already listening to her and reviewing my episode with her in the car today and listening to the recording. But I can't wait for you guys to hear her. November 11th is going to be her episode publication or published. Gosh, my English is just horrible today. And then I took my son to Pediatric Orthopedic, and my son it was worse than we thought, and he needs surgery. So tomorrow, Kaden is going in for surgery at 12:30 midday, and he's a little bit nervous because, he's 12 years old. This is his first injury, first surgery. Happened to be a really, a bad one that needs surgery. And he's going to have 3, needles. I don't know what it's called. that sticks in there to make it go back together. But we talked in the car because I asked my son, Haley, I'll say hi to every single one of you right after this, but I'm going to go through my thoughts here really fast. I asked my son if he was nervous on the way home in the car, and he really was really nervous about it. So I wanted him to feel at ease about it. And he was, told about the risk of the surgery and was told about, a lot of like the things that's going to happen in surgery and what's going to happen after that surgery. And some of the things that he asked was, because he's so competitive, he asked if he could still run in cross country even though he has a cast, and basketball is coming soon and he wants to join basketball, and wrestling is coming soon and he wants to do wrestling. And the doctor just says, I'm so sorry, buddy, but we're going to have to sacrifice a little bit. It takes us about 5 weeks to put you on the cast after surgery, and then take that same time to recover after we remove the cast. And then just to be sure, take another 5 weeks. So he's pretty much like, oh man, I'm going to be out for the whole year or school year and not do any sports. So I talked to him about cause and effect. And I told him not to focus on the cause, because the cause, which is, his injury, and it's causing him to stop all his extracurricular activities. I wanted him to focus on the effect, the outcome. So if he has proper surgery, and if he has proper recovery, and if he has, just to be sure, triple down on recovery, he's going to be back way better than before. And I wanted him to be at ease with whatever he's going through, because they're young and they don't have a lot of life. They haven't gone a lot of life yet. But I also want him to be very dependent in his thought. So I did some quick coaching with him in the car on the way home. And I told him that, imagine the effect of the surgery, even though you're going to be out for 15 weeks total, just to make sure you recover properly. Imagine the effect of that, of the whole sacrifice that you're going to make, and then feel how that effect is going to be after you're 100,000%. And I wanted him to paint that picture in his mind, to understand that sometimes in life we do have to make sacrifices in order to become a better version of us. So that's what I shared to my son. We do a lot of car coaching, mobile coaching. I call it the mobile university for my children. And he was at ease. He was excited about it. Because he thought of the effect, not just the cause of the whole situation. I also told him, because I got a phone call and I was actually able to close some Legal Shield stuff today after we'd seen the doctor in the car. And I wanted, and he saw me in action, spitting out Legal Shield benefits, spitting out, really just doing my job. And I said, think of the surgeons as like me. I could do Legal Shield in my sleep. I could spit out benefits, coverage, everything without looking at a book. And I let him know that the surgeon that came in, that's what they do on a daily basis. And as scary as it sounds, and as scary as it sounds when they talk about the risk, I let him know that they can do that the way I do Legal Shield, because it's every day for me and it's every day for them. And that was another kind of a parallel I wanted to show him to keep him at ease. And then what else did I say I want to talk about today? But it's been a minute or so, and I can never fit everything in a minute, right? It's really, and I've got my Mother Hustler shirt today. It's really difficult to fit everything in a minute, but I wanted to just make sure I unload a lot of things today, because before I had interviewed, and you could tell in the beginning of my interview with Annabel, you could really tell that I was really emotional. I was emotional offline before we got on the interview, and it kind of just carried on a little bit in the beginning, but I found my peace, because looking at her, she's always so peaceful to talk to. Anyways, guys, I'm going to say hello to every single one of you before I go, because I've got to go. Hey, Brady. Hey, Ray. Norma. Hey, Norma. Hey, June. How's it going, June? Johnny, Sandra, Czar, Lee, of course. Hey, Lee, what's going on? Hope you had a great meeting today. Steve. Hey, Steve. Tiny. Leonard. What's up, Leonard? Brett, Tanya, Yov. Hey, Yov. And there's a lot of people that are still coming in. If you guys are watching this on towards the tail end of it, I want you to know that you should really watch and replay the whole thing, because there's some value in this conversation that I'm having today on my Facebook Live. And I don't know what else I said I was going to talk about. Sometimes I just forget. Have a wonderful day. Make your one life count, as Annabel would say. Grab life with both hands and show life who's boss, right? Let's go. Peace.